Right. Happy Saturday, everybody. So, I'll be trying some new tea from Taiwan. Meanwhile, just gonna wait a little bit until more people shows up. Got so many new tea. Gotta give them a try. Trying to be centered. Let's see what we got here. Got a lot of tea to try. It's an Ali-san winter tea. Probably not gonna be able to try everything. Charcoal roasted old tea. Just say charcoal roasted old tea. Fuso-san, very famous mountain that I don't have. Ooh, this is very expensive. That's exciting. Dayuling. Yeah. This is a more premium Dayuling. Pretty expensive as well. Hong Sui Oolong. It's another oolong. Alright. He Huan San. This is all very, very famous area. Let's see if I can. Ooh, this is a bit open. Tea Kuan Yin. Okay, Taiwanese Tea Kuan Yin black tea. That's already open somehow. So I'm gonna try that one first, probably. Sanlin Sea. This is all very premium. I'm very excited. And Huakang. Wow, this is expensive. I love it. So I met this lady when we first met. She was basically giving me a lot of like pretty daily tea. You know, I wasn't very impressed. And second time, she tried to give me something better, and still I wasn't very impressed. So this is probably the fourth try, and each time, looking at the price, it's just getting more and more expensive. So we'll see. I'm gonna start with a black tea, Iron Goddess black tea. So let's see. All of this is from Taiwan. Super excited. Where did I get this tea? Yeah, from Taiwan. So my response to your chat might be a bit slow because it doesn't show it doesn't show immediately. Yep, she really wants to try to get me to like the tea. So let's see, fourth time a charm, right? So let's see. I feel bad when I hang out there and spend for like, oh man, last time I was spending time with her for like 5 hours twice, and I found one that I really like. But even that one, I don't know. It's pretty good. It's really good. It's one of my favorite, but still not considered super premium in a way. So, so we'll see. All right. So this is the Taiwan black tea. If you can see it, I'm putting about 4 grams. I'm gonna just treat it pretty gentle for now. So I'm gonna do about 190 or about 85 degrees Celsius. The leaf looks beautiful. Let's see how much can I drink. And I'm also have this for whatever tea I love. I'm gonna cold brew them. And I'm gonna probably mix them together because there's so many tea. Might as well then like throwing it away. If somehow everything's very good, then I'll probably create a event for my local. Very sweet, very lemony. It gives me that like kind of like a GABA kind of notes to it. But this is an iron goddess, so almost like an apricot. Yeah, it's like an apricot. A little bit smoky, not too much. Smell wise, it's always very good. That's what I learned over the years. Smell doesn't mean anything. This is why sometimes, maybe that's why so many tea shops using smell to sell their tea. Because everybody just assume if it's a good smell, that means it's a good tea. So I guess we're very bad at identifying quality stuff using smell, don't you think? All right. The smell of the lid after you brew them always change, and the smell of the bowl always different. So the lid is always somehow sweeter, where the bowl itself is bring a little bit more depth, and like if there's any bitterness, the earthiness, usually you can smell it from here. So if you want to impress somebody, I guess a lot of time the lid works better. But it's very short though. The lid doesn't really retain that much flavor. But here's the color. Can't really smell too much. I don't rinse black tea normally. Other than texture, and I guess a bit pear, kind of like sweetness. So far the flavor is doesn't really comes out yet. It has good texture, so let me brew it slightly longer. Very clean, so I think maybe it has some potential. Very fruity. A bit dry, almost like a grape skin kind of dryness. It's not a very cheap black tea. This is retail. It's definitely up there. It's probably like medium high kind of price. All right, let's dump this. I'm gonna brew it a bit stronger. I don't really taste too much on my throat. Like it doesn't really, I can't really feel the tea. We might need a little bit of our Yilan black tea actually. Nice. The two crazy cat ladies. So I have an event from noon to 3 o'clock. So if you're coming, and if you wanna like be able to talk to me more, come outside that hour. I'm actually here from 11, so if you wanna come at 11 a.m., you can do that, or maybe stop by after 3 p.m. so I can talk to you more. I'm hoping the connection is much better now for other channel like Twitter and YouTube. I can't read your message because I can only open so many display. But right now I can read message from YouTube and from Instagram. This is a very easy to drink black tea, I think. It's very pleasant. It's very sweet. Barely any maltiness. A lot of black tea, usually there's a lot of those maltiness. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no yet. I'm gonna play around with it. It's very juicy. First brew is more like apricot. Now it's kind of peachy. A bit weak though. Texture is pretty good. I'm not sure about the price. If the price is half the price, I think it will make sense. But at this price, I'm not sure if anybody will want to pay for this. I don't like a tea when I can still taste the water somehow. I'm gonna brew it hard now. I'm gonna raise the temperature around 95 degrees Celsius or like 205, 207. And let's push this black tea and see if I can bring out any uncomfortable notes. It reminds me too much of a GABA, but the GABA is much better. Our competition GABA. Very unique for an iron goddess though. I never had an iron goddess black tea that tastes sweet like this. All right, so let's boil this. I'm also only gonna pour about 60%. Really extract the flavor as much as I can. Try not to do too long because then I can't finish this, but this is definitely worth to try a couple times. All right, the next tea, I should just go to the most expensive one, don't you think? This is a Huakang. I don't even know if it's an oolong, it's a black tea, it doesn't really say it. I'm gonna go straight to the most expensive one right after this one. All right, so let's brew this hard. Kind of racing it now. Beautiful though. You can see it. just lacking of flavor. I wonder if it's because the bag was already kind of open. You know, it was already a little bit open. But very good price, very good tea, just not worth the money. I don't think, I think the price is too high. I don't think this is something that people will be willing to pay for it. Yeah. If I'm retailing this at like $10 to $15, I think this is an easy sell. But I have to retail this double the price. I don't think people want to pay this. I like it though. It's kind of cooling and nice. I think it's a good tea to do for like a tea event. So this definitely qualify for the tea that if I'm ever gonna do an event again soon, this is definitely qualify. Hi, Steve. All right, so let's try. I'm just gonna go straight to the most expensive one. It is a Saturday. I have a lot of things to do. I have a party of 8 at noon, and then I have somebody coming at 10:40. All right. Is the connection much better, Steve? This is the most expensive tea we're gonna try today. Very expensive. Double the price of that black tea. The more expensive, the more skeptical I am. Don't be surprised if I'm disappointed with all of them. This is just a thing now. All right. It's okay though. As I get older, I learn to say no more than saying yes. Man, I feel like I need to try this one more time. The flavor might be, I might be giving up too fast. Let me just do it one more time. There are a lot of tea out there that doesn't really show the true color until like a later brew. So you have to be patient. I'm just impatient because I have a lot of tea I want to try. But if I'm have more time, I'll take more time as much as I can. Well, that's good to hear. Texture is the biggest thing about that. The body, it's a solid B plus. Texture is a B. Flavor is, yeah, I don't know. This is overall a B grade tea. B is good though. You know, if it's like something I wouldn't let people try, that's a C or D. So B is solid. It's a pretty solid tea. I'm gonna do one more time. I just don't think the value is there. The price sometimes farmers just come out with whatever price that they want to according to how much they like it. So I have to match them. You know, I have to meet them in the middle sometimes. It's tricky. All right, let's see. The most expensive tea in the sample. Whew. I feel a little bit wasteful drinking this alone. Barely any much left. I'm only putting 3.2 grams because of how expensive they are. This is called Huakang. I never sell Huakang. There's still so much tea that I haven't even discovered yet. Yep, still, other than body and texture, which is, you know, the most important thing in a tea, but flavor-wise, it's too sweet for a very premium tea. Sometimes too sweet is not necessarily a good thing, you know, because you can't taste anything else. I want to be able to taste a lot of different depth, a lot of different layers, not just sweet peach. All right. So let's give this a try. Smells very good. Very fresh, very mountainy, you know. Whenever a tea has the aroma of the mountain, that's always a good sign. But again, smells. A lot of bad tea have great smell. So I'm not gonna rely on that. Okay. Very clean. This is the rinse. Not much flavor. Planning to go to China in 3 months. Probably for 2 months. 6 weeks to 2 months, we'll see. I'm already making plans on how many days, where, which hotel. So once I'm done, then I know exactly how long I'm gonna be there. So that's very exciting. All right, so I've been looking for a good charcoal Taiwanese tea. It's impossible sometimes. So maybe the next one will be this one. The price is very good, charcoal roasted, and it says it's old tea. I don't know what that means. Does that mean it's old, that is like aged, or is that means the plant is old? So we'll see. That will be the next one. Ooh, the leaf open up. Smells very good. Very green, very fresh. Looks very thick in a way. It's soft. Very perfumey. Not necessarily a good thing. Let's see how good this one is. Immediately, I don't know, I feel slightly uncomfortable. I wonder why. So far, not very good. The taste is clean. The aftertaste is definitely there. Reminded me of like Dayu Ling a little bit. I think some of my customers will love this. It's like a sweet, fresh, kind of like greens. Definitely not worth the money. That is expensive. The aftertaste is good though. It doesn't really give me any other information other than the name of the tea, unfortunately. I guess right now I'm really more like blind tasting them. This is like an expensive version of Dayuling. Remind me a little bit of Dayuling and a little bit, I guess a little bit Lisan. It's definitely, you can tell it's a high mountain though. That's pretty stronger. I'll try one more tea, which is a charcoal roasted one. While we were brewing that, oh, start feeling the energy of the tea now. Yeah. Feel it right on the back of the head. It's like creeping on me. Does it make me relax? Not really. Does it make me feel awake? Very little. Again, good body, good texture. It's a solid B plus. Not sure about, I think my expectation may be a bit too high. Definitely not. It's gonna be very difficult to sell at that price. This is like easily $60, $70 an ounce. I can see some people will like this flavor. It does have a bit complexity, but it's just missing some tones that like a lot of high mountain that I like. I'm very spoiled with our like Ali-san and our Yi-san. It's very good though. I think the price, if it's not double the price, I will be able to properly enjoy that more, but not at $60, $70 an ounce. That's just too much. I think this match maybe like 25 an ounce. I don't know. I gotta give it a try again. It's definitely nice, it's cooling, it doesn't make you feel dry. Just the price is a bit crazy. That is a very expensive one. This is a charcoal roasted. So, been trying to find a replacement for my charcoal roasted Taiwanese tea. Smells very old. I can't actually smell the charcoal notes. So this is gonna be interesting. And I don't know if you can see, there is a lot of inconsistency. There are like stems, there's like a flat, there's like a ball. So we'll see. Consistency wise is a bit all over the place. Right, this is a stronger brew from the other one. I am going to cold brew this. Is the leaf? Very nice leaf. Very soft. Oh, the leaf is very nice. I like the feeling of this tea leaf. Like pull them apart to see. Oh yeah. This is definitely very good tea. Just not sure about the price. You want to feel it on your face sometimes. It's good for skincare. All right. So this is the first tea that's gonna go to my cold brew bottle. I put a little bit of hot water, and then just do it that way, and then just fill it up with cold water, and we're good to go. Beautiful, beautiful leaf. So this goes there. All right. Let's see how is the next tea. Even when I make it really strong, it doesn't make my throat feel dry, so that's a very good sign. Yeah. I think I just have to try it again. I definitely don't think they are bad. So far, the two tea are not bad. I'm just trying to think if the price is right. Sometimes you can't just have really good tea and then, I mean, like good tea, but then the price is like double or triple the market price. It's just difficult for anybody. This smells like almost like a liu bao with oolong kind of mixed together. It's like a heicha. It has this like dirty kind of like aroma to it. It also smells like cheese. It's like a blue cheese. That's so weird. Oh yeah. Now that I think about it, it really smells like blue cheese. Either blue cheese or goat cheese, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that will be interesting. And the price is good, so. I haven't tried any tea that tastes like blue cheese, so that will be interesting. Smells like blue cheese. I'm gonna do it one more time. Let's see if the lid smells differently. Yeah, not much. So I'm gonna rinse that tea just in case. All right. We are in the previous tea. Will I want to drink that all day? I feel like the answer is no. Like, I'm not sure if I want to drink that tea all day. So far, so good though. The feeling is solid. It's okay. All right, this is the rinse of this old Taiwanese tea. It just say old tea. I'm not sure what that means. Could mean a lot of things. It's like blue cheese with like liu bao now. Weird. It's gonna be a weird one. For sure, it's the first time I ever describe a tea smells like blue cheese. That will be fun. All right, I just saw a message on my YouTube. I really like your charcoal high mountain sunny sea. Yeah, I really like that one too. Uh, hope, hopefully you can find good replacement. I agree. That's why I'm planning to go back to Taiwan. I feel like I was a bit disappointed with my result. Like I look back at all the tea I got, the one I really, really, truly proud out of my recent trip, out of like maybe 30 tea I bought, maybe I'm very proud of like 6, you know. I could have done better. So we'll see. But hopefully the next trip I can come up with more. All right, let's see. Charcoal roasted old tea. Old tea in Chinese we call it lao cha. So if I have to guess, I think it's an old booze. Like the tea plant and maybe has been there like longer than normal. So we'll see. But then the smell, it looks like it's been aged for like forever. Oh man, the blue cheese smell is even stronger now. Can't get that blue cheese note out of my head. You can definitely taste blue cheese. It's like blue cheese with a little bit dirt. There is some kind of sweetness to it. I'm just not sure if I like blue cheese in my cup. I gotta let some people try this. I, I hope I'm not crazy to think that this tea tastes like blue cheese. It's not the kind of charcoal tea that I'm hoping. Not like the Sunlin Sea, for example. Definitely not something like that. Oh, you feel it on your head too. Oh, this is drunky. This is a pretty drunky tea for Taiwanese tea. Wow. I don't know what to think about this. The price is good though. It's a pretty good price. I'm just not think. I don't know if people are gonna like this. Overall, I think it's pretty clean, pretty drunky, very unique. I might sell this just because of how stupidly unique it is. But the aftertaste is a bit lacking. I want to hear more people trying this tea and tell me. I feel like it's one of those tea that you just drink it one time and then just because it's unique. I'm not sure if I'm going to open my cabinet and look at this tea and like, yeah, that's the tea I want to drink today. And for a charcoal tea, it doesn't really makes me feel warm as much as I want it to. A lot of like charcoal tea, like winter time, you drink that tea and then it just feels really warm from inside out. I just don't get that kind of feeling from this tea. I don't know, maybe it's like a limited time tea. Maybe for a tea club. Maybe I'll sell this just for the tea club. I'll call it blue cheese oolong. Yeah, I think for a tea club, this will be good. I'm thinking one more tea. Let's try one more tea. I'm not really teed out yet. All right, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Somebody mentioned Sunlin Sea. All right, let's but this is not a roasted Sunlin Sea. I'm gonna open up He Huan San. I've been very disappointed with all the tea from He Huan San, and He Huan San is the most famous place supposed to be, like Dayuling. So let's try He Huan San. All right, that tea is drunky. Very, very interesting. Oh, the smell is literally like putting a. It's like those blue cheese, and then sometimes they put like raisin in it. You know, does it even exist? I'm guessing. I think it does. Like blue cheese, and maybe like there's some kind of fruits inside. I don't want to throw this away just because it's so unique. I'm gonna have to let some people try that. I'm gonna save this for later because I do think it's very, very special. Yeah, so far all the tea, the tree tea has been entertaining. I wouldn't necessarily say, oh my God, it blew my mind, but they all has been pretty entertaining. So I'm very happy with that. Like if if a tea club got these three teas, they will be very happy, I think. I'm just not sure if I will sell it. Let's try one more tea, He Huan San. All right. I'm gonna do about 4 grams on this one. All right. It's gonna be a busy day for me today. Big party at noon. Does it taste good or just weird? It tastes like blue cheese. I don't know. Do you like blue cheese? I don't know. It tastes it tastes weird, I guess. If you have to pick, is it good or weird? I will say it's more weird than good, but unique. Right, He Huan San. Love the smell. Rinse this very quickly. By the way, my royal matcha has been upgraded, and I haven't really changed the price, even though it cost me like 20% more. But I keep the price for now, and because it is very limited, I only have like 4 kilos. So if you love my royal matcha, it's better now, like like way better. Maybe not in my tea. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's one of those things that you'll pay to try once. But sometimes it's worth it, to buy it, to pay for once, don't you think? It's a Every time you do that, you add extra knowledge in a way. You gain a new wisdom because you're trying something completely new, and that is going to help you for the future reference. So sometimes there are tea like that even though it might not be something that you drink every day, but it's important to constantly always trying stupid weird tea. Love the smell. Love the smell. It's like just good balance between like sweet and grass, freshness. This might be my favorite smell so far. It's not overpower. Some of the oolong, high mountain oolong, they get like very, very powerful. It's almost too much. I always feel like they put extra smell just so that people love them. Those are always a red flag for me. So when it's like it's like smells too good. I don't really feel like never found a good one. All right, the rinds have no flavor. And sometimes I have to go back and try the tea that I hate again and again. It's easy to drink the tea that you like, right? I mean, like who doesn't like drinking the tea that they like? So the challenge is pushing yourself to drink tea that you don't like, and you learn a lot by doing that because you'll understand more of what to avoid. It's like a reminder. If you only have good stuff, sometimes you get spoiled, and then and then you forgot what is even good tea sometimes. So once in a while I go back and drink samples that I hate just to make sure, kind of like refresh my memory. Um, but at the tea farm, or like when you're trying to find new tea, most of them are bad anyway. So you don't have to try more than once. You know it immediately sometimes. Ooh, color wise, great color. I have high hope for this one. The leaf is beautiful. Not as pretty as the other one, that is like more expensive one. But it looks pretty good. Smells is very subtle. Let's see. Mmm. It fill up your tongue. The back end of your tongue feels very nice. Mmm. This is a solid B plus plus. Almost an A. So this is a perfect example of sometimes the flavor doesn't have to be very strong, but it just feels cooling and comfortable when you drink them. And that weighed a lot in like trying to find a good quality stuff. Yeah, I might like this. I kind of like this more than the 12, the more expensive one. This is a Ho Huan San. The next part is to see how I feel drinking after I drink this tea. Ooh. I feel it from the chest, slightly warmness and cooling at the same time. It lingers really well. I don't know. Right, a B plus plus. It's a it's a 8 out of 10. It's a pretty high rating. Yeah. If somebody give me this as a gift, I'll be happy. Not much flavor though. I'm trying to think about what is the flavor profile. I just really like the body texture. The aftertaste is amazing. Flavor wise, it's not as sweet as I want it to. It's just like very subtle kind of sweetness, which is a lot of really premium tea are very subtle in flavor. So that's not really a knockoff, right? At the end of the day, like how does it feel when you drink it? For me, how does it feel? It feels like an 8 out of 10. So overall, I think it's pretty good. I'm just not sure if I have no choice. If I just want to sell tea from this mountain, I will sell it. I just feel like there's still a higher ceiling that this tea can achieve. There's still room for improvement. Let's say it that way. It's still, I don't know. Everything has been like a solid tea. They all has been very good tea. They all have very good in for like a tea club kind of tea, you know. Nowadays, I have like a very basic rule whenever I choose a tea. It has to give me these like, I think I mentioned this in the previous video too. If the tea doesn't make me feel like, wow, that is the best thing I ever had, which is rare, right? How can you feel like that all the time? But that is my rule basically. If I try the tea for the first time, not knowing too much about it, and then I get that sensation of happiness, it's like, oh my God, that was the best thing ever. I can't wait for everybody to try them. If I don't get that feedback, a lot of time I wouldn't try to sell them. Right? That's a challenge that I'm having right now. So if you have any of my tea that you feel that way, you know, a lot of like my newer tea, at least the one that I'm like super proud of. First time I had it, it's always like, oh my God, what the hell is that? You know? So that's basically my basic rule. I don't want to just like, oh, very good, very good. But is it wow me? Yeah, I don't know. I've had something better, right? So all of the 4 tea we tried today definitely are solid, good tea. If somebody gave me that as a gift, I'll be very happy to drink them. If somebody sell them, my competition sell them, for me, I'm like, good for you. That's a good tea. Um, Whether or not I will sell them, that's a different story. Yeah. Well, I think that's it for today because I need to take a break for a big party. Uh, Thank you for staying with me the whole time. Thank you for watching. And now that my internet is much better, just upgraded, I'm gonna try to do live more often. Um, but other than that, if you have any questions about the tea, about our shop, feel free to just message me directly. Other than that, thank you and see you on the next video. Bye.